Alrighty, hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. We are continuing on our journey here in Roblox Studio. I'll probably put out a couple more videos today, not related to Roblox, but probably something else. What I want to do, I just kind of wanted to throw out there. So, we have the house, right, the main mission. And we have other missions for the players to do, right? Like they can take commodities and they can sell them around the map. But the other thing I wanted to start to introduce is just like more local quests, right? So for example, when you come into the store here, I'll just play it. So this part's really simple. You just need one script essentially. Well, two. You need two scripts. So the player walks into the store and they activate a prompt, which is like now you have a job working at the store, right? Quote unquote, you're working at the store. So then yeah, my nose is still running. I got a bit of a cough. Just kind of can't catch a break here. It's been almost 2 weeks now. Since initially getting sick there, it's been almost a week. Okay, so let's see. So you come inside here, right? And then say work at store. And then this comes up. Obviously, clean the shelves. This is our little quest thing, right? Taps into that. And now, as you can see, I'm getting a reward every, whatever, 10 seconds or something. There's a timer on the script. It doesn't really matter. It can count down. So what we can do here is I want to add to this. Maybe I'll have like a little check or something come up here or something and then maybe come down here. Just so the player knows whenever they get their reward and their XP. And then, of course, it does save. And the player also gets a badge. Right, real simple script. We have our badge service, and then yeah, when they activate it, it does the mission stuff, and then of course it disappears, right? It makes it false, and then what I have here is outside, in this block, there's just a little script for the hit. If hit.parent.name equals. So what we do is when the player activates the proximity prompt. Okay, their name is stored here, in here, and that's how we're able to find the player and give them the rewards. When you leave the store, it clears the player's name, so you no longer get the rewards. Yeah, pretty simple. And then that way, I just thought that was cool. That way, you know, you kind of got to be in the store to claim the reward, and if you try to go somewhere else, you can't claim the reward. You have to be in the store, you know. So we've got one in here, and there is one in here, which is just right there. So yeah, so now basically just taking the time to sort of fill this in and kind of figure out what the inside of the store is going to look like. And they'll all pretty much be the same. I know, that's pretty much it, right? So yeah. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to see if we could make like a little check or something. So if let's see. If we go into starter interface and if we go insert object, a frame here like this, insert object. Actually, we don't want it to be a frame. Excuse me. Insert object. An image label is probably better. And we could do something like that. We could say insert object aspect ratio. It's like 1.8 or something. 1.8. Yeah, that kind of works. I like to be a little bit wider than that. Sure, we could do something like that. So, I guess I could tween down to. I'll have to figure out how that works. And then, for the image, basically now what we need to do is we need to just go to Google. And we need to search for check image. There we go. Look at that. Blank check. But it's got the name on it. So let's see if we can get one without a name on it. Yeah, perfect. Something like that, maybe. Who knows? Maybe something like that. Except that we don't want that to have that in there. Oh yeah, there we go. Perfect. Perfect! Alright, so we'll crop that. And then what we want to do is... let's see, we'll save as... I don't know. Champs pay. So now that we're in our game, okay, so our background, the image. Champs market. There it is. Oh boy. Oh yeah. The worst is cat hair. Oh my goodness. And boogers. Let me tell you, cat hair and boogers, the worst. The worst. Okay, so if we insert object, let's get a text label in here. This is going to be the player's name. Holy moly. Yeah, nose is just running like, oh. Nothing, just nothing. Sorry, I do apologize. Okay, so this is going to be the player's name. There we go, okay. Player name. And then, of course, the background transparency is going to be like that. And we could say text scaled. And then, I don't know, I have to pick like a, could be kind of like handwriting or something like. Maybe like that. There we go. So that's the name, and then we can say duplicate this. And here I could just say the money. So this cash. And then XP. Perfect. So then when we activate the prompt, so it tells us the information, and then what it does is it's the timer. This one here that gives us the values. It saves. So then what we also wanted to do here is we want to say we have to find the player, and then we have to say dot let's see, where do we find first child names, find first child champs. I wonder if that's how that's going to work. Let's see here. So to search the player, we need player Dot player GUI. Okay, find first child champs. Names dot find first child champs. Is it like that or is it like that? It's probably like that. Champs dot what is this dot frame? This can be cashier pay. All right. Let's see. Champs dot pay dot visible equals true. So it'll pop up. I wonder if we should do this after. It should save it, and then it'll pop up, and then we can say cashier pay xp value equals, I think it's 5, and then cash value equals 100, and then player name player name text equals names, just like that, and this should actually be text, and this should be text for sure. Yes, and then we should wait. We'll wait like 3 seconds. Balls. Perfect, just like that. Perfect. It's more or less just information for the player. That's all the cashier pay is. It's just to get a visual kind of okay, I'm actually getting something. What is it? You know. Rather than just watching it go up. I mean, we could do that too, but it's just nice to kind of have a little. So this is all, again, a lot of this stuff is still in the early stages. What I need to do is I need to go through and I need to make it so that way we can add on what's called the tween function, which will allow us to smoothly, so when it can tween down, it can tween in, it can tween up, it can tween on an angle. So basically all that is it's just making the card move smoothly across the screen to a position, and that's all the tween sort of is. Rather than just having it appear all of a sudden somewhere, we can have it like it comes in from the top, So let's see. So if we're working, now we're working. All right. Oh, visible, not valid. Available. No, you're right. Available is not. .vis. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. VIS. Yeah, so this is something cool you can add to your games. Another way to give rewards to the players. Because what I'd like to do as I continue to sort of fill in the server, I'd like to increase the server population a little bit. But I don't want to add more factories and stuff. I kind of want to make that sort of part of the competition of the game. So by adding this kind of stuff, it allows players who maybe don't have access to a factory. Oh, really? There's an eye in front of visible. Holy cow. Holy moly, moly, moly. Let's try that one more time. Oh, I'm eating popsicles, been drinking ice cubes, like everything I can to just sort of ease my throat. It's been the worst, like I say, in a long time. That's been the worst kind of, I don't know what you want to call it, sickness. Came on sharp and now it doesn't want to leave. It's like, nah, I'm sticking around. I'm sticking around for a little bit longer. Alright, let's see if it's going to work this time. Yeah, and then what I'll do is I'll add more, like some local stuff, stock shelves, get experience. Come back here, stock shelves. Hey, there it is. 100, 5. I'll just have to... Okay. Player name. There we go. Okay, and then for this, we want to say XP, and I think we can do this. Cash, nice, that's cool. Maybe in this corner here, we should also have it. You know, it's just something kind of something different. So yeah, if you're ever kind of wondering sort of how to like give the player a reward and have them see it there, that's what we've done is we've created like a little paycheck. We can now give the player his pay. It might be a little fast. Maybe I'll slow it down a little bit. I'm not sure. I know in ERLC you used to get like $800 or something. And then they cut it in half. Now it's only $350 or something. But I think it's every 5 minutes you get that. I'm not sure. It's pretty quick timer they got. So that's sort of where I got the idea for this. I saw it and I'm like, yeah, that's a pretty good idea. It's cool. And then it's just having the timer here. It's on like a 10-second timer. But I mean, that's done through the script, so it could speed up or slow down. I'm not too worried about that. Oh, nice. There we go. Pops up again. See, and then that might be a little bit big. Maybe I'll make it smaller and it can just pop up here or something. You know, just as like a little status, because it is a little bit big on the. That's cool, nice. Now you're getting your check, getting your XP. Oh, what's that? Oh, that's the next door. I better get rid of that for the store next door. Can't work at both. Nice. Yeah, so I guess that's kind of going to do it for today's video. That's going to do it for today's video. I don't know what else to do. For this, I'll put out a couple more videos of some other content here. Yeah. So yeah, if you're wondering how to make a little paycheck, that is how you make a nice, sweet little paycheck. And that's that. Yeah, that's pretty much that. Sweet little paycheck thingy. And then this here is just another kiosk. So now what I need to do, this is why I haven't really fully introduced this into the game yet, is because that's in the timer script. That means I have to go through each one of these, right? And I have to update this script. So that's partly why I haven't spread these things all over the map yet, is I'm still kind of editing them and getting them to work. But that is sort of the next step here. Yeah. So then, like I said, you'll be able to get cash from there, cash from here. I'll change the names, obviously. There'll be cash from here from the corner store. And that's kind of cool. And then I'll expand on it. Maybe we'll add jobs maybe elsewhere. Because see, I have these buildings here, right? And they have this sort of commercial storefront on the floor. I don't know what this thing is, but just a part. But anyways, they have this commercial storefront here. And then there's like residential up above it. So I wasn't sure if I wanted to make these just additional like player houses and stuff. Or businesses, or whatever. But that's what I've slowly been working on now, is just adding more things like this to the game, just to expand on the experience, so we can get away from just doing this sort of stuff, right? And we got other stuff we can do. So alright, so thank you for watching. I guess I'll do it. Let's see here. Let's update this so it's live. Take the frame. I do the same thing. I save it. Now, when you publish it, I don't know if when you publish it from here, if it's live. It should be live. But I always go to Roblox, and I always force update the server. Right, so say publish to Roblox. All right, publish to Roblox. Yeah, there we go. It's doing this because I have that one truck that was part of an asset, and then I broke it up to make it into the white delivery truck, and it doesn't like that because now I've broken up the asset. So now what we need to do is we need to go to... Yeah, it looks like I'm trying to create bank fraud here by making blank checks. It's so funny. Then we'll go to our game, and I always, from here, I say migrate delays. Make sure there's nobody in the game first. And then I'll say migrate delays update. Right, because right now in the early stages, you can update your game over and over and over again. And if there's a few people in the server, it'll dump them, and we don't want to do that. So I always check to see if there is anybody playing the actual game. Usually there's nobody, so I don't have to worry about that. But if your game is really popular and there's lots of people playing it all the time, that's when you want to start scheduling your updates, so people know. Because there's nothing more frustrating than being in the middle of a game and then all of a sudden getting dunked for the whatever. So I've been doing I've been advertising and advertising and advertising. It's going okay. Throwing lots of money away. Lots of money away. As you can see, I got one going here. What I do is this, okay? I do the daily budget, and I set a daily budget of $5. And now why is that? Well, it runs for 2 days. So you get charged 10 USD. All right. So then when we go into payment settings, you have two options here. Okay. So one is Roblox will credit you 50 USD per month. And then once you reach that threshold, you can't use this option anymore. And then you have to physically pay every time to advertise your game. Or we have this option here, which is Robux. But it's 30, you need 30 ad credits from 3,000 Robux or 5,000. It's really expensive. So if you have a game that's popular and you're making lots of Roblox, Robux, this is probably your best option for advertising. Otherwise, go with that. Now, I say 5 USD because it's the minimum you can bid. But like I say, it runs over 2 days. So you get really good exposure over that time, right? But what I found with my game is that sometimes I get 2 full days of advertising, but usually I don't. Within 24 hours, I reach my $10 limit, and then that's it. So you just wait a little bit and then advertise again. But I just wanted to kind of throw that out there too in the end of the video here, just so you guys can see. With the advertising, there's different types of advertising types. I know I went over a couple of them. But so in the model where you do your daily budget and you charge that money to Roblox, Roblox will try and charge your card at the beginning of every month that whatever's in that 50 USD threshold. So if you reach that 50 USD every month, at the beginning of every month, they're going to try and take it out of your account. If they can't, then what happens is your ads account becomes suspended and you're not going to be able to obviously make any more advertisements until you pay what you owe, which makes sense, right? It makes sense. So whatever fits your budget style. For me, that's kind of a good way of doing it because there's your maximum limit, right? 50 US a month, if that's your maximum limit. Then you just choose, okay, so now you need, if it's a 2-day ad campaign, it means it's 10 US per ad. So that gives you 5 days a month where you can advertise your game that way. And then, of course, unless you want to pay above and beyond that. So then it's up to you to choose, which 5 days a month are you going to advertise? And that's it. And you can choose the same day every week. Maybe it's a Monday, maybe it's a Wednesday, maybe it's a Sunday. Who knows? But that is the one day, all 4 days a week that you advertise your game. And just stick with that. That gives you some consistency. It gets the people seeing your ads consistency and seeing your ads consistently. And all the good things. So yeah, so thank you so much for watching. And I will see you all in the next ones.